What's going on, guys? I am Toxic Jordan. Welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to be jumping into the next iteration of Ultimate Clash. I don't know what number it is, but you saw it in the title, so Ultimate Clash, whatever number that was. We're going to be jumping in yet again. I already did my first clear on this because I was having those technical difficulties for the last week or so. And I did not want Sunday to roll by and then, you know, for me to miss out on the weekly battlefield memory that you could get from last week. So I had to run the stage once. I do like to get the initial stage on camera, usually, the initial run when the new Ultimate Clash pops up. That way I can show the collection of all the battlefield memory that I get. Because obviously you only get that the first time that you clear each stage, as opposed to any of the subsequent times you don't. So, yeah, so you won't see that in this video, but it is the same amount that we would normally get, so nothing special there. But yeah, so this is a PSA definitely to hop in weekly and get the weekly missions done. You don't even have to beat the whole thing. Obviously, if you clear it 3 times, you're going to get some of these extra rewards up here, but if you just clear the first stage 3 times a week, then there you go. You're going to get a couple extra battlefield memory, and that is really, really important to do because they give out such little of this currency and is such a valuable currency. There's so many good things you can buy with it. And, you know, most people have never bought any of the amazing stuff you can buy with it because the LRs that you can buy with it are so expensive. So, yeah, so definitely do these. Okay, so we've got our 77 units. I never really bother going for the full 112 units anymore. I never really need it. Let's go for... Is it Ginyu Force or Team Bardock? I don't remember which one I have built on Global. I have one on Global and the other one's on JP. I think, yeah, Ginyu Force is how we did it here, but I don't remember... I think I did it like this. Yeah, these are all the units that I am sacrificing for the Ginyu Force setup, and then the other 2 are being used on different teams, like different monotype teams. I did just change my lineups around. I do like to change them around a lot. You know, I've seen, like, most of the other chain battle videos that I watch, it just feels like people go and grab a random, like, 120% lead, or 130% lead, or occasionally there's some type of category lead that's a very widespread category, like Movie Boss or Goku's Family or something, and then they're able to use one leader of that type, but usually then even their sub-lead is just like a 120 lead or something of a character that belongs on that category, right? And I just see that time and time again, and I don't know, it just kind of bores me watching people build their teams that way. And I feel like there's just a much better way to do it, to actually, you know, spend a little bit of time building some creative teams that have a little bit more synergy, and then you're really having fun. And I feel like I'm making more interesting content that way instead of just building the same team every time, which is just like leader because no new card got released that replaces these leaders and makes any better ones for the typing. So same 2 leaders, and then you just pick all the best units on that typing and then go from there. It's just a boring way to play, in my opinion. And it's like, if it's going to be time consuming and like thought consuming, I might as well actually be creative and have a little fun with it. So this is what we've got for Super AGL. We have basically like a Goku Family Kamehameha team. So fun stuff. Yeah, and I figure it's a way that instead of me putting every single one of the best units on Super AGL on this team and then running it, you've all watched a million YouTube videos with all of those characters, right? The 2 leaders here, like, obviously we needed them because they're leaders, but everybody knows what Super Saiyan 4 Goku's doing. Everybody knows what Super Saiyan 2 Gohan's doing, right? I mean, I bet you a lot of people have even, like, maybe seen this guy in videos. Maybe not. I mean, only because he's brand new, right? But no one's really watching his performance. No one's really seeing his super attack animations and stuff. Same thing like that AGL God Goku we have on this team that just got his Easy A. Like, no one's really seeing use out of a character like that. So I like to be able to rotate in characters that I can't necessarily showcase in a lot of my challenge content. Since I don't record a ton of, like, gameplay content anyway, I do like to make sure to use, you know, the units. Because, like, I'm obviously still doing all of the other content, even if it's not on camera. And I am using the same units that you're using, all the best units in the game all the time. So it is nice to just have some fresh faces on the screen, I suppose. You know, thinking about it, because we do have an extreme AGL. Maybe I should start using the extreme ones first. Or it wasn't Fizz that I needed, it was Tech. Yeah, okay. So we do still have the same setup for this for now. I might switch this up in a little bit. Maybe on the next Ultimate Clash we will. I definitely don't want to switch around every single team every single time. Some of them are pretty solid. Like, I'm pretty sure of all the extreme tech units in my box, this is probably the best extreme tech team I can make. I don't know. Maybe. But it's decent, right? It works out. And I do just like being able to use the SSR copy of 17 and 18 there. I think that's kind of a creative nudge. It does help produce a lot of tech orbs, which is definitely helpful for this team, because as you can see, these units don't link up the best. Okay, because this is the SSR, we'll go ahead and float them off. I'm not even going to select any of those tech orbs, I'm just going to leave them all for next turn. We do have a tech orb changer on the next turn as well, because the second form 50% support cell is going to orb change as well. And it's nice because we've got lots of LRs around. This just feels like a really well-rounded team, and I'm a fan. It looks like we might not even get to... Yeah, we're not even going to get to use the TUR, 17 and 18. Because they're in the 7th slot, and I'm pretty sure that we're just going to finish this guy on the next turn. Yeah. Well, it is the very, very beginning of the Ultimate Clash right now, right? We still have a bit of a ways to go. I wish I could get through these earlier stages a little quicker, to be honest. It's really only level 3 that is difficult. I only like to record the entire event because the format of it just makes it feel kind of necessary, I guess. But it is such a time waste because I'm sure that no one has any trouble getting through the first 2 levels here. I can't imagine that this is difficult for pretty much anyone. So with my Extreme Fizz lineup, I've been going back and forth between Movie Bosses and Wicked Bloodline, which are pretty similar teams, if I'm being honest, because there's a lot of Wicked Bloodline on Movie Bosses, right? But, yeah, I don't know. There aren't very many other good extreme physical teams, except doing just that Type A strategy of throwing 2 random 120% leads and then loading up all the characters you need. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't been able to find any other creative ones. I've really, really been hoping for one more unit to appear on either one of those categories. That would be super helpful because the unit that's in our 3rd slot right now, that free-to-play Golden Frieza, he doesn't have a Dokkan Awakening or anything. He's really not a good unit, and I don't want to be using him. I would rather not have him on the team. To be honest, but I would need one more unit to replace either on Wicked Bloodline or Movie Bosses, because I do use him on both of those team builds when I make that. So yeah, that is a buff I've been waiting for a long time now, that has not seen the light of day. When's the last time we got an extreme physical character? I'm gonna leave that as a rhetorical question. If you know, post it in the comments below, but that is way too much. I do not have that kind of brain power right now to be able to think of that off the top of my head. How did I build this one? I believe these are all on Piccolo's team. I wanted to be able to make sure to use the new Piccolo, and then Bojack is just 120% lead there. Or I think it's 130, 120. E4, 120. So yeah, this is definitely a new int lineup, obviously, because we didn't even have one of the leaders before. It is a bit random. Just kind of all the all the different characters we have on here, but it works. I'm with it. All these units are pretty individually strong, so it works out. It is kind of close to that whole Type A strategy thing, right? But obviously the main idea here is for the Piccolo to be on the first rotation, because then he could just single-handedly destroy the entire event, right? Just take out the entire enemy all in one go. Well, that super attack did a little bit of damage to us, didn't it? We didn't have any of our damage reduction active, because there's no Trunks on the team for the Majin Vegeta to get his, 30%, and then he didn't get the 20% from 6 orbs selected, because we were only able to get 5. So that's probably why he got hit so hard. Okay, and we one-turned it. Wow. Please get me to level 3. I feel like it's so much harder for me to commentate when the event is just, like, piss easy and I'm not having any trouble at all. And it's just kind of, like, beating itself in 1 minute. It feels like there's not really much for me to talk over. So I start to feel like a sports commentator where I'm just like calling out every movement that I see. Oh, he super attacks. Oh, 3 million attack stat. Oh, KO. Oh, critical hit. Oh, he dodged, you know? And it's like, I feel like that's really boring to watch people play like that. I came to that realization when I was watching some streams. I was watching Dead by Daylight, in fact. That is a game that I played a lot. I actually watch so much YouTube and Twitch content of that I continuously run out of content to view, and I have to go search for new content creators for that game to, to watch their content. So here this is a new team. We actually have a powerful comeback team. This is really fun. So the new Goku is a powerful comeback lead, and then obviously this Carnival Goku as well. So there we go. This is going to be a good one. I was very excited to use this team. Shoot, what was I saying? I completely lost my train of thought when I saw the tech team before me. It'll come back to me, I'm sure. Alright, so any use on this Tech Gohan that I get is still very, very valuable for me because he is a physical type super attacker. So right there, we just saw one more tick off the that title that I'm trying to achieve for doing 77,777 physical type super attacks. So there was one more down. I have no idea how many to go because they have yet to add progress bars to the title achievements, which is really, really annoying. But one day I shall achieve that title. And I'll be really excited when it happens. Oof. We did take a little bit of damage there. He was the weakest unit, though, so I'm not too surprised. Okay, this was kind of the rotation I was hoping to see. This is much better, much better. Okay. Yeah, let's... Actually, I want to put Piccolo up front. No. Goku's going to guard, and he's also going to get a lot stronger. Well, Piccolo would too, but it's fine this way. We'll do that with Goku, and then we'll give all these orbs to Piccolo so he can cook. Alright, let's see it. I assume that we're going to KO him this turn, probably, right? I just imagine that there's going to be so many super attacks, there's no way he can live. And, like, all of these units hit harder than all the units on the last rotation, so... Oh, yes, I was saying that I remembered my train of thought. I was saying that I watched a lot of Dead by Daylight content, and so when I do run out of content and I have to go find those, like, lower... I don't want to necessarily say lower tier, but videos with lower amount of views, so then they're harder to find. So they're not the ones that you typically get suggested to you. You have to actually really dig through pages and hunt for them. Sometimes I find people that are, pretty good at the game, and the commentary is really the main thing for me, because it's entertaining for me to watch the game regardless of how good the people are. Some people that aren't like amazing at the game can still provide you with entertaining content, right? So yeah, so that is what I look for. But a lot of the times I find it's really, really boring and robotic to watch certain people play when the only thing coming out of their mouth is the exact same thing that I'm watching happen on the screen. And they're just commentating exactly play by play what they're doing in the game. And it's like, I can see what you're doing. I almost feel like they're insulting my intelligence by over-explaining every single thing that they're doing to me. Because, you know, it's like, I know how to play the game. I just want to see you do it. And then if you need to, like, explain a build or how a team build is going to go or something, or touch on, like, what each unit's, like, you know, presence is for on the team and stuff, is completely different than, like, you know, than just giving, like, the play-by-play. But yeah, I don't know. For some reason, you would think it would be the opposite, right? Considering what I'm saying about not wanting to give a play-by-play of everything in-game. So you'd think I'd want moments like this where it's not as difficult and I can just click the buttons on screen and then talk about something else completely. But for some reason, most of the time, I find it easier to do that when I'm really engaged with the game and I'm really engaged in what's going on, because it helps me think a little deeper and it helps me, like, I don't know, it just helps me, like, come up with those things to say. Whereas if the event is just, like, lame and boring, I don't really know what to say about it. I don't know how to comment on a unit's appearance and stuff if they, like... So, for instance, if an event doesn't require me to do something special, then I have nothing special to talk about the units, because it doesn't matter what the units do, because none of their special abilities are what are providing me with the success that I'm having at that moment. And then that's how I'm able to, like, just create my tangents and talk and stuff. So, yeah, difficult content is always better, in my opinion. For content creation purposes, at least. Oh, we use the Super AGL, so we need to use our Extreme AGL team, which is a funny one. How did I do this? So, he's one of the leaders for sure, because Movie Boss, and then Wicked Bloodline. Oh, no, he's currently reverse. Because I just ran into this problem when I was recording the Piccolo EZA. Dang it. So he is reversed right now because I am link leveling his revival link that he only has as an SSR. So tough luck, I guess. Every now and then you're going to see this happen on my channel because I am link leveling, you know, other units. There's about 100 units left that I have to do this with. So this might be a problem again in the future, but screw it. We're just going to go with it. So what is the percent that he is at here? 140, and it's still fine. But it would have been 170, so this would have been a little bit better of a team. But I'm sure that we're still going to be fine here. We've got plenty of tanks. Half of our team has, like, infinite damage reduction, so I am sure that this is not going to be a problem. Metal Cooler probably would have done a lot better on this turn if, you know, he was in his TUR state. Actually, I probably should have put Frieza in the first slot there, because then he would have gotten the guaranteed additional super. I was just thinking about building up Cooler, but, you know, being the SSR, it's probably not going to matter as much. But he did dodge that first super, so I don't know. Maybe we could be in this battle for a little while, and then having him fully built up would actually make a difference. We'll see. But yeah, definitely I think we're going to prioritize Frieza being in that first slot from now on, because the additional supers are going to be important for an enemy that can dodge us. Definitely, definitely. Oh yeah, especially because we have a few units on the team here that are going to be doing basically no damage. So we do certainly want... Yeah, we want to be making sure to get as many attacks in as possible on the other rotations. Oh, man. Okay, this is probably... Soak it in, folks. This is probably the last time you're going to see this team. Oh, no. I just realized... Part of the problem is the fact that our Metal Cooler leader is reversed right now, right? So that's not only affecting his performance, but it's also affecting our leader skill. So everyone's performance is doing, you know, more poorly than it would have. Yeah, so stay tuned. This is the JV version. You guys will see the varsity version of this team on the next chain battle video. I'll make sure to keep this team live so that we can see it, you know, live in action. Okay, so we'll might as well use the active skill right away. Cool. Did more damage than any of our super attacks on the last turn. That's lovely. And then I think I do still want to put Frieza in the first slot. Even though he's not our best tank, we did just get super attacked pretty recently ago, so I think we'll be okay to leave that, or to put full power Frieza in the first slot. I think we're not gonna be that's not gonna be a deadly decision. Okay, man, we are pushing it. I probably should have switched the extreme AGL and super AGL. Had I remembered about the metal cooler, then I definitely would have switched them out, but that's alright. I think we're still going to do this. We're going to have to get really unlucky to get supered in the wrong spots multiple times here. Yeah, I'm thinking we could pull a win out with this one. Let's see. Another attack lower is always good for him. Yeah, sweet. He attacked the perfect person. Not gonna do shit to him, homie. Just pixelate him for a second. That's all you can really do. And another attack lower. That helps him out a lot. He's only taking like 10k now instead of, what was it on the first turn? Almost 30k probably. Oh, shoot. Our HP threshold is low, which means AGL Golden Frieza is not going to be, not going to have damage reduction active. So we definitely need him at the back. Oof. Yeah, this looks good like this. Oh man, I kind of wish we got the Turles transformation here. We probably could have got more defense. Does more defense equals more healing? Okay. I'm honestly a little scared right now because I don't know if we're going to kill this turn before Frieza gets attacked at the end, or if Frieza does get attacked, if he's going to die. And we didn't get an additional super there. That would have been really, really helpful. Can we do this? It's barely more than 1 bar of health. I think we can. Oh, no. There's no way Frieza does this much damage. Oh, do we die here? He dodged. That's perfect. Man, that AGL Cooler doing his part. Lovely stuff. He has a full dodge build, so. Oof. Okay, Frieza did still tank that well enough. That was very scary. All right, sweet. And now we win. We got to even see some active skills. Look at that. Neato. Okay, I always like to do the Boo fight last just because it's different. He hits so hard and he gets all that healing, and instead of being immune to stunning and being able to seal him, he's the opposite. So it always just makes for a more interesting fight, in my opinion. Speaking of interesting fights, this is going to be fun. Love this one. How did we do this? I believe we went like this. So it's GT Heroes Goku family. There. Okay. Alright, how do we want to do this? Probably keep this guy up front. There we go, and then we're going to have plenty of physical orbs ready for the next rotation. We're going to need a lot of those. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more, too, honestly. We've got 2 orb changers on the next spot, so... Super attack coming out early. Okay, okay. Did a little bit of damage to us. Nothing we can't handle, though. I didn't see who was in our 7th slot, but whoever it is, we're probably not going to get to use. Bardock sealing him for us, which is lovely. Now we definitely know we're not going to take any damage. Oh, I guess it's Beast Gohan. Well, Poor Beast Gohan. This is good though, right? We get to use all of... Actually, I should do all of these, rainbow orbs over here. He likes the rainbow orbs. Or crit chance. And then we get the 7 orbs here. And nice! The way that spawned, we get the 3 rainbow orbs with him too. So everyone just got their full passives active. All 3 characters. Wonderful, wonderful. This is actually kind of a bit of a rare sight. This is like one of the strongest rotations in the game. Like, look at these 3 characters, right? And, we're in Ultimate Clash. Usually that doesn't happen. Just feel like oftentimes you're forced to use such bad characters that you never really see a full rotation of just 3 godly, like, S-tier units. Look at this. We didn't even get to the 3rd attacker yet, and he still had, like, 3 super attacks for us. Like, the Kid Goku did, I mean. Yeah, 2 new record, I'll say. Jeez. Okay, here we go with Boo. Super Int. And we used that Extreme Int team. So, Super Int, how we're running this is... It's actually a Warriors Raised on Earth team, and then we've got the 120 lead in the Kid Gohan. So, what a unique team, right? All of these cards are very recent, except for the 50% support. Yeah, it's kind of a fun team. I thought this could be a neat idea. So if we can get the Kid Gohan and the Piccolo lined up, or the Kid Goku and the Bulma lined up, then we're going to be sitting pretty, because those 2 pairings will support themselves / each other. Okay, so we did get the Kid Goku and the Bulma, so now Bulma's gonna have her full passive active because of him. So that's gonna make her really reliable for us. Awesome stuff. So there's that. And then the Kid Goku does have a pretty good chance to stun. So hopefully we can see his stun go off here. That'll be helpful. It doesn't look like Boo is activating his ability on this first turn here. So... I think that's normal. They give you 1 turn to, like, do some damage to him before he starts healing back. So hopefully, if we can get him stunned right now, then we'll be able to have 2 turns. Yes! Bulma stunned him. We didn't even need to worry about Goku stunning him. Also, that is... I was going to say, also, if he gets stunned by Goku, then that'll be even better, too. Because then we know it'll be a 2-turn stun, last through the next turn. And it looks like we're probably going to kill him on the next turn, because... Are we gonna KO him right here? Like, oh my gosh. This team is just, like, overperforming. We haven't even used Yamcha yet. Okay, active skill coming in hot. Here we go. Some free damage, and then we'll throw Yamcha in the first slot there. Let's see who he links better with. Just shocking speed with Piccolo. Kamehameha is probably a better link to have, so we'll go for that. And then, yeah, he's stunned. He never got to... Wow. Okay, this is the first time since facing off against this Super Boo, like, what, 2 or 3 chain battles ago? Or, Ultimate Clashes ago? Yamcha can stun too? Oh my goodness. This is the perfect team for this event, for this Super Boo. That is by far the quickest I have ever taken him down. I have not ever gotten through that event without him getting off a single heal or super attack. Wow, that's nuts. Under 2 minutes. Look at our previous time. Wow, that's insane. Okay, well, you can expect that this team is going to be here to stay. I think even without their stunning capability, they would still be really good. Like, that was nasty. I am all for it. Alright, now it's time for the man, the myth, the legendary Super Saiyan. Broly! Oh, actually, we have to do... We're going to use Super STR. I want to do my Battle of Wits team here, but if you'll notice, the amount of units we have here is a little funky. So we have a 170% Battle of Wits lead, and then the 200% Battle of Wits lead. All these Battle of Wits cards, and then Hearts, because he's also on Battle of Wits, and he's a decent unit. But we didn't. Hearts was a better choice than any of the other super class units that we could have put on Battle of Wits. That's why I did it that way. Probably that means I shouldn't be really using the team, but it was nice because we had like the Roshi, who's a nice STR type support unit and stuff. So it seemed like a good idea to me. And then this Krillin is doing a lot of damage reduction and stuff when his guard is active. So yeah, we are looking good. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to select enough orbs to get all of Roshi's passive active there. Maybe on the next rotation around, we'll see. Okay, it doesn't look like we're going to have too much trouble tanking. Roshi probably would have been double-digit tanking if we got his full passive active. We just weren't able to select enough orbs. I think we need like 3 STR orbs specifically. And then obviously he's a nuker too, so he would have been doing hefty damage. He is actually pretty good, wow. Okay, this is going to hurt. This is going to hurt a lot. Now I'm really, really regretting that we weren't able to get the orbs for him. We probably should have put Krillin there. Oof. Yikes. Okay. Well, how do we want to do this? I think we leave everybody right where they are right now. I think that this makes the most sense, yeah. So we'll get Vegito some defense raises from doing his super attacks, and then that way that's before he gets hit, and then Piccolo will take any of those attacks there. Who's got more defense between Piccolo and Hearts? Piccolo does. We'll give that to him, and Hearts gets the super, yay! Alright, I'm feeling confident. I don't think we're going to die here and have to use our second team. I think we'll be okay. I believe in this team. They can do it. Yeah, that's right. Get another super. More defense raises, please. Take as many of those as I can get. And I believe we're going to seal him here, too. Yeah. Good stuff. So now we don't have to worry about getting super attacked. Awesome, awesome. And it's only turn 2, so Hearts is still guarding. That's why he's a decent option here. Obviously, he's not getting any of his offensive support from his passive because we don't have any other extreme type units on the team. And he requires like a full extreme class setup to really shine. But in this case, it doesn't matter. Okay, I guess we do that. This. Again, wasn't able to get the orbs I wanted for Roshi, so bummer. I probably should have put Roshi first slot, actually, thinking about it. Just in case there's a super attack coming at us in the middle. Or no, he's sealed. He's sealed. We're fine. And then, yeah, Roshi, after supering, did double-digit tank a normal attack, so we should be fine. Yeah, he is all good. Oh, you know, I wish they would change the bosses for these Ultimate Clashes a little more often. They seem to only update it. It's like almost once a year that we get a new boss for the. It's really not very often. It kind of sucks. Like, even though we've already done Broly a few times, I feel like I'm kind of used to it. I don't know. It just feels like it's already been long enough, you know? How do we want to do this? I think this should be fine. But I think we still have probably like 6 or 7 more iterations of Broly being the final boss before we move to the new boss that JP has right now. Because I believe they're like 7. The way that they like to do it is they change it at the same number. So when JP is on Ultimate Clash 50 and they get a new you know, a new boss, then when we get to Ultimate Clash 50, we'll also get that same boss. That's why it feels like we have to wait so long, just because of how skewed the chain battles always have been. But that's just because of the inception of it, right? When the first Ultimate... I keep saying chain battle, I mean Ultimate Clash. When the first Ultimate Clash came out on JP, it was so long before Global got their first one that we were already so many iterations behind. And that was what caused the problem. And they've never, like, rushed it or caught it up or anything. Just kind of dumb, in my opinion. Okay, we should be good here. This is the last turn of Hearts' Guard, which is perfect, because we won't have to see him again, so... Okay, well, there you go. Broly's been beaten. We are going to have to wait until the next iteration and beat him again, and then we'll beat him again, and then we'll beat him again, and then we'll beat him again. And then after that, we'll beat him again, and then we'll beat him one more time, and then we get to start it all over with a new boss. That's it for this one. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.